Information environment. Information lives in an ever-changing environment that has a direct effect and influence on its contents, meaning, and purpose. Information lives in an environment where complex dynamics change is systemic. When one element changes, it affects the whole system. This environment consists of numerous subsystems. We're going to look at 11 of those subsystems. Information dimensions, categories of information, levels of understanding, types of representation, levels of transition, and levels of reportability. Information logistics is getting the right information to the right people at the right time. It deals with the process to make sure that the sources of information get to the users of information in the most efficient manner. Information workers deals with skills, competencies, and organization, depending on the type of or structure and how the information flows can generate different levels of skills needed to manage information. Information standards, they deal with elements of value, purpose, privacy, openness, accountability, confidentiality, integrity, timeliness, and accuracy. Standards are important elements to help build a common understanding of information management. Information strategy deals with the goals, the principles, and the focus of information strategy. Information politics deals with 5 different structures to manage information. Technocratic, which is a focus on technology. Anarchy, feudalism, monarchy, and federalism are examples of the types of information politics that govern the information in an organization. Information culture also has a strong influence on information. It deals with the practices, the behaviors, customs, values, and attitudes people have on information. Information governance deals with the policies and procedures on availability and accessibility, the stewardship, the creation and retention of information, privacy and security, compliance with local laws, and audit processes. Information architecture is the model of information entities and processes, a taxonomy or categorization of information. Also deals with the standard definitions and interpretations, defines the directories, inventories, resource maps, and description frameworks, and the standards for developing information systems, products, and services. The information architecture can really be represented like a tree that defines all the elements and the structure and how organization defines the content of all of its information, such in a way that if anybody wants to add or include a new component of information, it's can be defined and attached to one of these components, rather than having to create new elements that are not connected with each other. That way information is connected. Independent of where it is located, the architecture defines how the information will then be used in the organization. Information flows from data to information, also deals with the quality, the cost, uses, and transformation from data to information. Information flows. Here's an example of information from the sources of information to the primary and secondary users, and how information sometimes can have different actors and people acting on the information until it reaches its final users. Every time there is a person or a unit dealing with information, that information will suffer some transitions, and it's important that information is as simple as possible but represents what was originally collected. Information visualization deals with the representation of data and information, helps with understanding and analysis and comparison of information with other sources. Another example is the geographic information systems that help identify trends depending on information collected at the different levels, whether geographically, in a country, or in a region. Thank you very much for your attention.